Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Point City. Point City is a game from Flat Out Games and AEG, designed by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, Sean Stankiewicz, Vic, I'm not sure how you say that, sorry. Plays 1 to 4 players, 15 to 30 minutes. And this is effectively, I don't know if it has theme in the book. Let's see. Card drafting, tableau building. No, not really. This is effectively a sequel of sorts, or maybe the third in the trilogy. I'm not sure how many of these games there are, but there's a series of games that started with a game called Point Salad, which is a game where you're drafting cards that have a veggie on one side and then a scoring condition on the other side. In this one, though, you're drafting resources because you're trying to build a city tableau in front of you. And each of those buildings that you build are going to be worth points, possibly, and may possibly generate an ongoing resource that you can use without spending a card. And you're also trying to get some civic tokens to score extra points. The goal of the game is to build the best city, score the most points, be the winner. That's it. Normally here there'd be a playthrough, but we've been doing that in a separate video, so you can check that out by clicking the link in the video description if you want to. Otherwise, let's talk about the components. Alright, so the components of this game: cards and tiles. That's it. So a whole bunch of these civic token tiles. They're really nice quality. This is the ones that I didn't play with in the video. A huge selection. They're really nice quality, easy iconography to understand. There's not explanations in the rulebook, which is a little missed. They could have at least said what all these are, which is but it's intuitive. It kind of makes sense if you just look at it a little bit and think about it. But it still could have been laid out in the rulebook. I would have appreciated that. And the rest is just cards, and the cards are really cool. They are a resource on the front, possibly 1 or 2 resources. There's also some ingenuity cards that you're going to be getting in the deck. These are the starting ones, but they look just like that. And on the back of every card is some kind of business. As the game gets going on, they're going to go from easier requirements to a lot harder requirements, but also better, possibly worth more points, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I like it. I love all the iconography, the art. It's really cute and cartoony. A bridge and an ice cream truck, a light post. It's awesome. And your city, you got to have an ATM. That's fantastic. Nice quality cards. They're not great. They're not linen finish, which would be nice, but they're trying to keep the price point down, so I get that. Easy to see images and colors. Colorblind friendly. Love that. Components are pretty good. I mean, I wish the rule book had, it's got a good quick reference on the back, but I wish it had what all the tokens do. There's a little sheet for the promos, which is only like 4 of them, so that's nice, but what about the other 16 or whatever? So that's a miss, but either way, you can figure it out, but that's a little bit of a bummer. So the components are good. Let's keep talking about what we think about the game in our final thoughts. All right, so this game it's a simple little game. It's a simple tableau building game. Now, I liked Point Salad for a while when I played it. I think I gave it like a 7 or 7.5. But as I played it, it just started getting stale, and I just didn't love it anymore. This one, however, same concept. You're doing one of two. Each of the cards you can use in 2 different ways. It may be a resource. It may get flipped over to be a building that you can buy. It just provides more depth. It gives you like an engine that you're building. If you ever played the game Splendor, when you buy these cards in front of you, and they have the resource up at the top, you can tap it to use it, like to buy other cards. That's similar to how Splendor works. You buy these gem cards, and you can use the gems to acquire other cards. So you're building this engine. It starts off kind of slow because you're using cards, but once you start getting cards in front of you, you can start firing this engine to acquire more cards and get more points, make your engine even bigger, and that's a ton of fun. I played this with my friend Brandon, and I went heavy into the civic buildings, heavy into the buildings with points, but I had a very poor resource engine. He went into low point cards that also had resources Not a lot of civic buildings, but still won because he was able to get more cards because his engine was running faster and better and more efficiently. He could get more cards on his turn, which is a cool concept. There's tons of things you can do. You can go heavy in buildings. You can go heavy in points. Get a bunch of civic buildings and try to score points that way. 2 or 3 different things you can do in this game, and I think they're all viable. I think I could have beat him at my way if I would have played a little bit better, but I'm not good at games, so there is that. But yeah, I had a great time playing this game. It's a fun game. It's super simple to teach. If you played Point Salad, this will feel familiar. If you haven't, you'll be able to learn it in like 5 or 10 minutes. Not a big deal. And it plays in 15 minutes. Shuffle it up, play it again, have a good time. It's that kind of game. Yeah, I like it. I would not play Point. I'm already done with Point Salad, but this one I could see being in my collection. I would play this a lot more because it's a deeper of a game. It takes what Point Salad was, expands on that idea, and actually makes it into a game. And I appreciate that. So I'm going to give this a BGM Accept the Seal. This is going to get an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. It means absolutely nothing, but we like to give the games that we enjoy, and that is what I'm going to do. So that is Point Salad from Flat Out Games and AEG. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.